Hey guys, it is Jack here, that vegan dad. I am here today for another mukbang video. I am loving doing these videos. It is great that I can sit down and have these conversations and I'm talking to no one. But I know that you are there, I get the feedback, I love the comments, and I love hearing from everyone and their opinions about the topics that I am discussing. But if you have any other topics that you would love me to chat about, please let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to get to it eventually. But today, I am going to be talking about something a bit sad here right now. It's why I hate being a vegan. So don't get me wrong, I love everything about the vegan lifestyle, vegan diet, and all that comes with it. But as we all know, there are a few things out there that really drive me nuts, and I really hate what comes with being a vegan. I'm sure we're all going to relate to this video in some sense, but today I am going to be mukbanging with the Herb and Psalms Snitties. I'm going to be putting together a chicken Parma. Not Parmi, not Parmigiana, it is Parma. So I don't know what other states are calling it Parmi for, but it is a Parma. So I'm gonna do a nice big bowl of chips, couple Parmas, and probably that's about it. So I'm gonna put this on now, I'm gonna chuck it in the oven, put together a nice Parma and chips, and let's start chatting. Here we go. I've just whipped up some Parmas using the Herbs and Sons schnitzels from Coles. Done one with some mock bacon with cheese, and then the mock ham and cheese. So this is going to be delicious. They look great, they smell fantastic, and I have never tried these Herbs and Sons schnitzels before. I went out and got them after some feedback from a previous comment from one of you guys. So I'm really keen to see what these are like. I've tried other brands before and they are probably half the size of these Whoppers. And this is what a schnitzel size is meant to be. And then over here, got a big bowl of chips with some gravy. I am loving this today. Such a good one. Look at this chippy. Well, that's a good sneer. So what I wanted to talk about today is why I hate being vegan. I love being vegan, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of things that really get to me, and I am going to be talking about these right now. So the first thing that I really hate as being a vegan is going to restaurants. So it is really hard, especially having some non-vegan friends and family, trying to find a suitable restaurant that you can eat at. So sometimes you compromise and go to the places that everyone is going to, just to find that their vegan options is just a bowl of chips or a salad. In this day and age, really, with so many different allergies and all that sort of stuff, you feel that a lot of restaurants would be able to cater for vegans. You know, these are qualified chefs really that should have the creativity to come up with some fantastic tasting vegan options with the produce and the ingredients that they have available. And you know, it's really sad. Like, I recently went to a wedding at a winery, full decked out kitchen, and what I ended up as my main meal was just some roasted chickpeas, and that's it. Where's the creativity in that? And that is something I really hate and dislike when going to restaurants. That's why I try to go majority vegan friendly places, vegan only restaurants as well, because I know I am going to get fed, and I'm going to get fed well. This Parma is unreal. Like, oh, I don't know why I've done two and chips. I am going to be stuffed. I feel like it's really hard to find a half decent vegan friendly bacon, to be honest. And this Veggie Delights one, not doing it for me. Those schnitzels, they are unbelievable. The next one that I want to talk about why I hate being vegan is the vegan hate speech. This is where people go out of their way to send hateful comments or make hateful remarks to vegans. I'm on YouTube, I'm in the public spotlight, a lot of people opening up my channel to a lot of people to see these videos. and I have come across quite a few disappointing comments from people. So people, comment on the way I look. I feel like I don't look too bad considering I am in my early 30s. People still comment about, you look like this, you should be eating this, your skin color is looking a bit pale. I don't know if it's very pale, maybe because I got a light facing me. I'm not too sure, but people go out of their way to send hateful comments, not just to me, just to vegans in general. They don't even know the person personally, but they are categorizing this minority of vegans. Just the other week, I had someone comment on my video that had absolutely no relevance to the video at all and said, I hate you vegans, I'm gonna eat more meat. Why are vegans trespassing on properties? I hope all vegans get shot. That is really disgusting sort of commentary that people are putting out there. It's just like any minority. It's like women fighting for women's rights, people of color fighting for equal rights as well. Gay and lesbians, minorities always seem to be targeted because a lot of people don't like change. It's really disappointing, and it's something I really hate, just not onto myself, but onto other people as well. I'm doing veganism for a better outlook on the environment, for my family, for my own personal health. These are my values, why I am vegan and why I am putting on a vegan lifestyle and expressing my love for veganism and showing you guys how easy it can be to become vegan. Smashing through these parmas, halfway through both of them. Definitely the fake ham and cheese parma is the winner at the moment. I'm not really sure on the bacon, but I'm going to check out some of these chippies. That's just how I like it. Heaps of gravy. So what I also hate about vegan is that some people are completely stubborn and oblivious of the reasons why people go vegan, and they are stubborn to change, even though knowing that going vegan or going plant-based will help them in the long run. For example, our youngest had severe eczema as a baby, and then we cut out dairy to eliminate that, and it worked out wonders. We have a lot of friends at the moment. One friend in particular, their child is suffering from eczema. We went over and saw them. They complained about the eczema, and they've gone to the doctor. They're trying lotions and all this sort of stuff that help with the eczema, but it's not working. So as soon as my wife and I mentioned that, maybe you should give up dairy, it worked wonders for us, their response was like, I'm not going to give up dairy. I don't really understand that they've spent the last 5-10 minutes complaining why their child is suffering. They've got eczema, they've tried so many different options, but as soon as you mention giving up something that they've grown up with, like dairy, they're just like, no, I can't give that up. I don't understand it. Even though a lot of medical research and evidence is based around the fact that dairy is a huge indicator for flaring up eczema. And it's the same with people. I've got another couple personal experiences where people I know personally who have had heart attacks, and they've been told from doctors to eliminate all consumption of red meat, but then their stubbornness kicks in and goes, well, I've eaten red meat all my life. How can I possibly give that up? You've just tempted fate with your life, and you almost died, and you had a heart attack. You've had a stint put in, and yet you're not willing to give up red meat to save your life, to save you from not having another heart attack. I really hated how people give these second chances at life, and yet they are not willing to change because of what they've been brought up with and their stubbornness to be open to this change. Another thing that I really hate about vegan is understanding the fact that, about speciesism. Speciesism is a point where people care about some animals but not others. Recently in Australia we had some severe bushfires. A big portion of our koala population got wiped out. But what was really interesting, was that during that same time where those bushfires were happening, but at the same time, there was instances where camels was causing a lot of trouble in the outback to our farmers. So what they've done, the government, they decided, hey, we're going to shoot and execute a good portion of the camels that are in Australia. Yes, I understand that camels are ruining parts of the environment, but how can people be so okay with the execution of camels, but then when it's koalas, they get upset? So it's really interesting. It's the same when you go these Asian countries, they have dogs locked up and cats locked up in small cages and they eat them, and people are like, whoa, that's next level. No, that is wrong. But when you walk down in the markets in Australia, you got chickens sprung up from their feet, you know, skinned. It is disgusting, and yet people do not turn a blind eye to that. And my last thing about what I hate about being vegan is the fact that I get labeled preachy when I talk about everyday living sort of stuff. So I've had personal instances in the past where, you know, I mentioned in a previous mukbang video before, where my step parents, we used to go over there for dinner. We'll talk about the meal we're eating. When I've got like a delicious plant-based meal, and talk about it, talk about how great it tastes and how, you know, compassion and all that sort of stuff. And then I get told, oh, you are being too preachy. Do not force your veganism onto us. You know, we don't want to do that sort of stuff. And yet, I'm just having a normal conversation. And then you probably rewind probably 2 weeks ago where they're discussing, oh, they've got a big steak. It's so juicy, so delicious. I'm sitting there keeping my mouth shut. And yet, as soon as I mention my meal, I'm preachy. So who knows the logic in that. Vegans are slammed with all sorts of meat promos, ads on TV, right in your face, showing bacon and steaks and milk and all this sort of stuff that is thrown into our face pretty much every single day. But as soon as, you know, we talk about having a plant-based sausage at Bunnings or whatever, people are like, oh, don't push your views on me, don't be so preachy. I don't understand the logic. I'm making a fair effort on this Parmas. Finished the plant-based ham one, almost finished the bacon one. I've still got a bunch of chippies here. I am gonna struggle to get through these now. But that gravy, I cannot stop that gravy. Ugh, I'm gonna explode. Look, I love being vegan. Ever since I've been vegan, it has probably been the best choice in my life that I've ever done. But sometimes, you know, we are allowed to complain, and these are the things that I hate. There's not many things that I hate in life, but I do hate these things about being a vegan. It's not all doom and gloom. What I'm going to be doing probably for the next mukbang video is I'm going to be chatting about reasons why I love being a vegan. But if there's any reasons why you hate being vegan, please let me know in the comments below. And equally, please let me know why you love being vegan. I'd love to see both sides of the spectrum. Maybe give me a couple of the reasons why you hate being vegan and a couple of reasons why you love being vegan. Anyway, excuse me why I'm probably going to slowly explode with all this food that I've just eaten. But as always, I always say it, but please like the video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with some fantastic vegan-friendly content like this video. I do recipes and I do a bunch of stuff to help you understand veganism and make it easier on yourself if you're transitioning into veganism, or just better knowledge of what is available as a vegan. Anyway, I am going to finish my Parma. It is Parma. Fight me in the comments section. I don't care.